You know, guys, I didn't think something through tonight. Doing a sermon and song while I'm playing guitar for the service. I'm still working on building up my calluses on this instrument, as you may have guessed. We're going to see how this goes.
It's going to be great.
You know what? It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'm psyched. I am psyched. But I'll tell you what. In case you don't know, this week was Tisha B'Av. Monday night and Tuesday was Tisha B'Av. And for those who don't know what Tisha B'Av is, it literally just means the 9th of Av, the 9th of the Hebrew month of Av. But it commemorates, originally, historically, rabbinically, it commemorates the destruction of the first and second temples. Our tradition tells it that both temples were destroyed on the 9th of Av. And so it is a day of mourning. And over time, it has come to be a day of mourning, not just of the destruction of the temples, but of really kind of every bad thing that has ever happened to the Jewish people, which there are a lot. And I had a moment this week thinking about Tisha B'Av and thinking about how I wanted to observe it this year. It hit me really differently than usual. It hit me really, really differently than usual because every other Tisha B'Av in my lifetime, I felt like I was remembering things that happened in our history, right? Terrible things that happened in the past of our people. But it had never been things that were happening to Jews in my life right now. And so I found myself, unsurprisingly, turning to music for comfort and strength and solace. And I found myself particularly turning to Psalms. I wanted to share a few Psalms with you this evening that have spoken to me in times of needing a little bit of extra strength or needing a bit of extra comfort, and have spoken to our people. If you got a handout on your way in that was tucked into your this week, it looks like this. It has the texts of these Psalms if you want to follow along, or if you even start to pick up the words on the ones that have not quite the full psalm, and want to join in if you start to pick up the melody. I invite you to do so. There is a magic in healing through song and healing through psalms, which our ancestors for thousands of years have handed down to us for comfort, for strength, for solace. And I found myself this Tisha B'Av needing that solace, and I thought I might not be the only one. And so this first psalm is from an Israeli ultra-Orthodox musician, kind of a folk singer-songwriter, by the name of Yosef Karduner. And this song he wrote while studying, while in yeshiva, and one of his rabbis encouraged him to turn back to his music career and share this gift. And it's become one of the, I would say, most popular settings of this in Israel. And if it's familiar, I hope that you'll join with me. Shir lama'alot, esa enai el harim, me'ayin yavo ezri. Ezri me'im Adonai, oseh שומרך, אדוני צילך, על יד ימינך. יומם השמש לא יככה, וירח בלילה, אדוני ישמורך מכל רע, ישמור את נפשך, אדוני ישמור צאתך ובואך, מעתה ועד עולם, מעתה ועד עולם. Our next psalm, it's just 2 verses of Psalm 59. And I learned during the pandemic, I learned this piece when the world was in lockdown and we weren't allowed to be together. And I came across this setting by Josh Warshawski, a rabbi from the conservative movement in America, who writes a ton of really beautiful music. We sing a lot of it here on a regular basis. And I learned that the Jews of India actually recite Psalm 59 in times of plague. And so in my student pulpit, every week, for about a year and a half, we joined together virtually without being able to hear each other, but seeing each other's lips move. With Va'ani ashir uzecha, I will sing your strength, and my strength will sing out to you. Va'ani ashir uzecha, va'aranen laboker chasdecha, ki hayita miskav li umanos beyom tsar li. Va'ani ashir uzecha, va'aranen laboker chasdecha, ki hayita miskav li umanos beyom tsar li. I hear people singing along. Sing out. Va'ani ashir uzecha, ve'aranen laboker chasdecha, ki hayita miskav li umanos beyom tsar li. Va'ani ashir uzecha, va'aranen laboker chasdecha, ki hayita miskav li umanos beyom tsar li. Try it with me. Uzi elecha azamera, azamera. Uzi elecha azamera, azamera. Va'ani אתה נשגב לי ומנוס ביום צר לי. I will sing your strength, extol each morning your loving kindness, for you have been my haven and my refuge in time of trouble. And we see our siblings and our cousins and our relatives distant and close in Israel, whether or not they are blood relatives, they're our family. We see their resilience and we see their ability to use art to endure. We see their ability to offer praise even though it feels like the world is falling in around them. And sometimes it feels that way here too, but we can still say, in the words of Psalm 146, Halali nafshi, praise Adonai, O my soul. Halali nafshi et Adonai, aval Adonai bechayai, az amra lelohai, Elohai. Halali nafshi et Adonai, aval Adonai bechayai, az amra lelohai, lelohai be'odi. עושה שמיים וארץ, את הים ואת כל אשר בם, השומר, השומר, אמת לעולם. עושה שמיים וארץ, את הים וכל אשר בם, השומר, השומר, אמת לעולם. הללי נפשי את אדוני, הללה אדוני בחיי, אז אמרה לאלוהי, לאלוהי, הללי נפשי את אדוני, הללה אדוני בחיי, אז אמרה לאלוהי, לאלוהי בעודי.
Even though our tradition has turned to those words for generations, it is also very Jewish to hope for a day when psalms of lament, psalms of suffering, psalms of pain, psalms where we need God's strength are no longer needed. We have our Aleinu prayer on page 282 that thinks of a day when that hallelujah prayer is the one that we say again and again, where we can lift up praise again and again in joy for a world and a God that is one. We turn to page 282 and rise.